it's your girl Lashana with LE Style, and today I wanted to strictly, you got me in the buff today, all in the raw, the hair, no makeup. I am here because I have been asked several times about what my brow technique is, mine. Now, we're not talking about nobody else's, we're talking about Lashana's brow technique. So that's all I'm really gonna focus on today. Let's get into this brow tutorial. I have 3 products. This is all I need for my brows. I have my brow pencil, which is by BH Cosmetics. It is in the color brunette. It is a double-ended. The pencil is on this end, the brush is on this end. I have my good old faithful black opal concealer. I have this for defining my brows. And then of course I have the brush that I use to define my brows as well. So this is it. I'm gonna focus on that. That's gonna be it. And I'm just gonna talk through it. So bear with me. I'm gonna start by brushing up my brows, and I say brush them up instead of down. I don't know what state your brows are in. As you can see, I don't have very much hair. I brush them up and I just pluck extra hairs out with a tweezer. That's pretty much how I maintain or manage my brows. But I'm gonna start with the pencil, and I am gonna be looking down to my mirror because I am gonna have to look to do it. Okay, where do you start? A good gauge is to put your pencil, let me look at myself now, like right here at the corner of your eye, and this is kind of like where you want to kind of start it at, and then take it to the edge or the corner, and that is where you kind of want to end it. Now as far as the shape, that's all on you. I don't know whatever shape you like. What I will say is let your natural brow be your guide. And as I begin to start, because I'm rambling now, I start there and kind of drawing a line. Now how far up you go and the peak and all of that, that's up to you. But this is the bottom of my brow. So as you can see, we started here, and I mean, I am not drawing a harsh line. You don't need to draw a harsh line. You really can do strokes. That's why I like this pencil. It's a fine point, it swivels up. I like things easy. So then we're gonna go to the top. Now I do not start here because I want that part to be as natural looking as possible. We're gonna fake it till we make it. So we're gonna put some fake little hairy like strip strands or markings or whatever you wanna call it. So I'm gonna come about right here, and I'm gonna start doing the same thing on top. Just not brush strokes, little strokes, and you can see what it's looking like here. So we're gonna come down until we meet the two. So that's what we're looking like right now. So you can start shading in. I generally like my brows to be a little on the dark side, a dark brown. And so I'm just shading it in with the tip of the pencil. We're gonna shade it in, shade it in, shade it in. Okay, now we're gonna get here to the front. So I'm gonna start drawing little markings like that. Yeah, it's gonna look a little crazy, but it's gonna get cleaned up. You probably have already seen some people, you know, do this. I mean, this is my best version of it. So There we go. There. So we got one side going. So let's do the other side. Nothing has changed. And just shade it in, shade it in, shade it in. You can shade it in the intensity of whatever it is, the color or the tone or the shade that you want your brows. Okay, so now that we have them shaded in, and we're gonna go to the other side again, and I'm just gonna brush lightly. And this is just to smooth out any inconsistency. And I'm not brushing hard at all. Do not brush hard, but brush lightly. So that's that. Now here comes the fun part, or the good part. This is what makes the brows pop. This is what gets them on and cracking. We're gonna go back to my black opal. Some people like to use like a liquid. I don't prefer that personally. I like the fact that I can do this. I don't have anything running. I don't have anything that bleeds into my brows because I don't have time to be redoing something that I've just spent time, whether it be 2, 3, 5 minutes, whatever, trying to create. So I like this. It stays in place. It stays in place on my brush. So wherever I put it up here, it's targeted with no runs. But you can use the runny concealer if you want to. Hey, it's many ways to do things in this beauty world. So anyway, I got sufficient amount on my brush, and I'm just gonna, you're gonna start right under. You're just gonna go right under the edge of the brow. And it's not just gonna be one time. You do it however many times it takes to clean it up, and you get the result or the look that you're going for. So I'm gonna be quiet because I'm gonna concentrate, and I will speak as needed. So when I get to that point, and you're probably going to be putting on makeup. Maybe you are, maybe you aren't. So you just kind of blend that in once you have it defined. Okay, so that's on the bottom. And now we're going to take it to the top. Going to do the same process, getting it on. And this is very flat. I don't know if you could tell. I like this kind of brush. So we're gonna take the same thing. Now we are gonna have to go above that area because we have those extra markings. And you notice I'm being very careful because you don't wanna, you're trying to create perfectness. Y'all know perfect don't exist, right? But you know what I'm saying. You're trying to create a line and have definition as perfect as possible. Oh, I did that a little thin. That's because I'm looking and talking. So anyway, it's makeup. Hey. All right, you see I shaded it in a little bit. So let me pay attention to what I'm doing and be quiet until I get this line right. Okay, so up here is pretty good. But we're going to start there and we're going to go over here. Okay, that's better. Now all of that little extra right here, all of that can be just cleaned up. So here we are with one side pretty much done. And the same thing, you just kind of blend in that product. Blend it on in. Okay, so I'll come back to this part right here. We're gonna go ahead and take care of this other side. Same thing. Okay, she got the bottom right. So now we're gonna go to the top. Okay, so we got both of the brows set for the most part. So the only thing we have to deal with now is this little area right here in the front. If you want to keep it that way, some people like to shade it all the way in. I personally don't. I like it to start lighter and kind of fade out. So the only thing that I really do is between this brush and using my fingertip, I may lightly just kind of take the brush and just do this lightly. I cannot stress that enough. Now you can see, and like I said, take my finger, and please don't think I'm giving you the finger. This is the finger that I use for my brows, and you know, for these corners here. So just lightly take the brush, just kind of shade it just a little bit. Just kind of take that, and remember, you're going to be putting on your makeup anyway, so any of this extra remnant residue around your eyes or whatever is going to get covered up. Hey, if you're not putting on makeup and you need to take a baby wipe, these are Huggies. I take these, I use these for everything. Taking off my makeup, cleaning off my brushes in between. I buy a, and I don't have nary baby in this house, but I buy a triple pack of these. I use them all the time for everything. Huggies, natural care. So anyway, that's it. That's it. I mean, don't worry about trying to make them look so perfect. I mean, you want them to look good. Don't get me wrong, because I want mine to look good. But what I'm trying to say is your brows most of the time are gonna look like sisters. They're not gonna look like twins. A lot of people's brows aren't even shaped the same. They're sometimes not even on the same level. To me, this one looks a little bit higher up today. So as much as I do this, I still have times or moments where they're not looking as fabulous as I would like them to look. But hey, practice makes perfect. These were the 3 products used. Again, brow pencil. I prefer brow. You can use pomade or whatever. Some type of concealer, which is what this is, and of course your brush. So I do use brow gel. I wanted to put that plug in. Sometimes I do use brow gel, and I think the one that I have is by Benefit. Okay, I'm back. and I just have the mini one because before I really wasn't using this, but I wanted to try it. This is by Benefit. It's called Gimme Brow. It's a brow gel. It comes, I got this from Ulta. I think I paid like 10 bucks, 10, 12 bucks. Anyway, you see it has this little teeny wand. I have this in dark brown. And so when you're done, it sets your brows. So you just kind of take the brow gel and you just kind of brush it on. You don't need goo gobs of it. You don't need to be heavy-handed. You just want to be light-handed. Now you probably can't even see what I've done, but I can see it. So same thing on this side. Just take the little, and I like the fact that the brush is really small, so that definitely helps, so it's not gonna mess up what you've done. But that's it, easy peasy. I mean, it takes some a little work and a little maneuvering. I went offline, you know, a couple times just to straighten up or whatever I didn't want. I'm trying to condense and get this video thing a little bit more condensed, but just the same, that's it. I hope that this was helpful for you. Whatever else I could show you from what I do, let a sister know. Y'all be blessed. Until the next time, stay safe, be blessed, and God bless you. Bye.